Hello and happy December from Eats and Geeks. My name is Megan, and as always, I created this show to show you guys how to make some fun, nerdy, pop culture inspired treats. So I know it's December, and for some of you guys, that might mean Christmas and candy canes and mistletoe and presents. But for us nerds, that means one thing: Star Wars. So in case you live under a rock and you don't know, the newest Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, comes out in just a few weeks. So I thought we needed to spice it up with some Star Wars inspired treats for you guys. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make some yummy vanilla pudding cups that are inspired by the battlefield in Jakku coming up in the new film. We're going to give it a nice little Christmas twist for some of you guys who may not be so into Star Wars and want to just have something fun that reminds you of the holiday season. So we're going to add a little bit of peppermint into it. Let's go ahead and mix this all together and get started. The ingredients you'll need for this dessert are 2 packages of instant vanilla pudding mix, 6 cups of milk, 12 ounces of Cool Whip, and then I also added an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese, about 12 golden Oreos pulsed until they're a nice, fine, sandy texture, about 3 candy canes that have also been pulsed, but I've left them a little bit more chunky. And then for our decoration, we're gonna do some Star Wars battled ships. So we're gonna go ahead and melt down some gray melting chocolate. However, gray melting chocolate is a little bit harder to find, so you can always just do 2 parts white chocolate, 1 part black chocolate, and then just mix it all together and melt it down in the microwave. And if you don't know how to do that, go ahead and watch one of my episodes that I've done previously where I do show you how to do melting chocolate. And then finally, you're gonna just need a mold that you can get off of Amazon that has Star Wars ships, or you can even mix it up and they have other fun ones on there like Darth Vader or R2-D2, whatever you want. But for this in particular, we were doing the battlefield remains, so I just wanted to go ahead and get the ships. And that is all you're gonna need to make this dessert. Step 1 is that we're gonna go ahead and make our Star Wars battleships from the melted chocolate, because you're gonna wanna let those solidify in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll go ahead, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your melted chocolate, make sure it's a really smooth consistency like that. And we'll just grab a spoonful, and you'll just fill up your mold. Once your chocolate is all in the molds, feel free to wipe down the edges so you don't have any excess. And then also make sure to give it a good tap, just like that, to make sure all your chocolate has gotten into all the little crevices of the mold. Once it's all done, you just pop it in the freezer and we'll move on to the pudding. Step 2, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our vanilla pudding. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna grab your mixing bowl, you're gonna pour in the 6 cups of milk, and then we're gonna add our instant vanilla pudding mix. We're gonna take it to our mixer, secure it, add in our whisk, put that down, lock it, and put it on a low setting, just to get it nice and mixed. Once your pudding starts to thicken up, you can go ahead and turn the mixer off, lift up the top part, and we're gonna add in the Cool Whip and the cream cheese. Make sure to add it in slowly so it doesn't plop everywhere and get pudding all over yourself. Right. Get it worked down in there. Put this down and turn our mixer on low. And then you'll go ahead and you'll just let it mix on up till everything is fully incorporated and the consistency starts to get to a nice, thick, pudding-like form. Once your pudding has reached a thick consistency, go ahead and turn off the mixer and pull this up and let it sit for a second. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab our chips out of the freezer and see if they have solidified enough. Alright, so I went ahead and I took our battleships out of the mold, and just make sure when you take them out of the mold to be careful and press gently so that way you don't break any of the pieces. But I think they came out pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and assemble our pudding that is themed after the new Star Wars movie. So we'll just take an ice cream scoop, pour some pudding right into our glass bowl. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and we're gonna take that crushed up Oreos, and that is gonna be like our desert sand, just like the planet Jakku. So we're just gonna take a spoonful and sprinkle some rye all over. Just like that. Perfect. I think it's getting that nice sandy touch. And then we're also gonna go ahead to get our peppermint fix. We're gonna take that peppermint that we crushed up earlier. We're gonna pour some of that on top as well. Doesn't look super deserty, but it kind of gives it just a nice holiday touch since it is December after all. And then last but not least, we need those chocolate Star Wars battleships. And we're gonna stick them right into the pudding like that. Just like how we saw in the preview of Star Wars, where you saw those remains of the battleships. And voila, you are ready to dive into your Star Wars Jakku themed battleship pudding. Thanks again for checking out another episode. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving. Don't forget to check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. We'll have all the links down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Meltdown Comics so that way you guys can come back every week for a brand new, fresh episode where I cook up or mix up some fun treats for you guys. Until then, enjoy your Star Wars pudding cups, and if you make some, don't forget to use the hashtag #EatsAndGeeks so I can check them out as well. All right, have a great week, guys, and may the Force be with you. Bye!